Hello guys, what is up? Today I'm going to show you how to get the pickaxe in Dark Souls 2. It's very complicated actually. There's a couple methods that all involve pigs. Now, the method that's been going around right now is just kind of sitting at the bonfire and waiting over and over to check and see if there's the small pig outside. Now what this pig does is it actually digs up the pickaxe later in the level, so you kind of need to guide it through the level. The small pig will follow you without trying to kill you, but little known fact, you don't need the small pig to actually get the pickaxe. You can use the regular normal sized pigs that will try and attack you, so you can carry them through the level as well. So right here what I'm doing is I'm just killing these dudes. I have the Vanquishers, or I think that's what it's called, the Vanquisher's seal. And I'll also do a guide on how to get that easily, how to farm the Awe-stones you need for that. But anyway, we're going to focus on this. I'm just killing these peasants here. I'm not doing very well actually. Once again, I'm using my fists, so it's kind of hard to kill them normally. And I'm just going to kill these guys over here because they are a pain in the ass to try and kill these dudes and then also focus on the pig. It's just really annoying. So yeah, I just suggest killing these guys, and these guys are actually giving me a lot of trouble. Normally they don't give me this much trouble, but they were today. So now we're going to go back and we're going to grab one of the pigs here, and all we're going to do is we're going to walk up to one of the pigs until it aggroes on us. Simple as that. So you might aggro both of the pigs, and in that case you just want to try and kill one of them, because you don't need both of them, you just need one. So right there I just walked up. You could probably go back and look and see what point I walked up to, but it doesn't require much range to actually aggro the pig. Now the pig will stay aggroed on you as long as it can see you, and there are some cases where he will follow you around a corner, but it's best to play it safe and assume that he can't see you if you're around a corner, so you just want to get him to follow you. Now another tip is to not let him get too close to you, because then he'll start walking. So the further away he is from you, the faster he'll run toward you. So right there, once again, once he goes around corners and stuff, he'll start walking. So just to speed it up a little bit, you want to try and keep your distance a little bit, but not too much, just to where he's constantly sprinting at you. Now here's a great example of, like, he lost vision of me. I went around this corner and I thought he would follow me around the entire way, but he didn't. He started turning around. So that's just, and see right there, he does have a certain aggro range. Like, he will lose interest if you're too far away from him. So it's just kind of about balancing the distance from him. That way he won't hit you, and at the same time he won't do whatever. So in that room right there, the spiders will not come out of the walls if you don't hit one of the spiders, or if you do not open the chest in there. Now I'm sure you're curious of what's in that chest. It's just a bunch of wooden bolts, or large heavy bolts or something like that. It's just bolts for a crossbow. So unless you desperately need those bolts, I just suggest skipping that chest entirely. So here is probably one of the most dangerous areas, and this can just screw you over, and you'll have to go back and do this all over again. You need to get him to fall off this ledge. Now, he doesn't take damage from falling. I've tested it out a couple times. He might take damage in certain areas, but everywhere I've had him fall, he just doesn't take damage. So you should be safe there. This room, I don't know what it is about this room, but he just takes his fucking time in this room. As you can see, and this is no matter what, he will always just kind of sit there and walk around and then try and break some furniture. I guess he thinks it's in his way, so he tries to break it. I have no idea. So He should follow you around this corner. I've had it sometimes to where he just doesn't give a shit, which will give you time to either break that door right there or to open it. I generally break it, that way I can dodge in case he's gonna hit me, but that's okay. Now this area right here is the hardest part of the entire time trying to get the pickaxe, because if you're not careful here, he will lose interest and then there's no way to get back up to him. Unless you have a certain door opened, but it only opens from a certain side, and in this playthrough I don't have it opened. So just play it safe, get him to jump down with you. Now once he's on that platform, you're safe. Now as you can see, he jumped down immediately, but normally he'll just chill up there for a little bit, and then you can come back to him and just kind of stare at him, and then eventually he'll come down. But this time he came down immediately. I got stuck there. Like I literally couldn't move, so I had to break that. Once again, I'm just trying to deal with these enemies while trying not to kill the pig. So yeah, now we're coming over here, and this is another really difficult part, because sometimes the pig, like right there, he's like running at you. Sometimes he doesn't care. Sometimes he's just like gonna follow you over here. Now luckily he lost interest. So now he's just kind of wandering around over there. So this gives me enough time to kill these spiders. Here I almost actually die, so I back off and I try and heal. But yeah, it gives you enough time to punch out these spiders, or, you know, whatever. Kill the spiders and then kill this dude right here. And that should be all the enemies that are in your way. Now all you have to do is get this pig to follow you into this room. And that's where the pickaxe is in that room there. This spider ends up coming over here from one of those doors over there. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. I've had to do this a few times, so I've kind of gotten pretty decent at doing this fairly quickly. So yeah, you'll notice the pig actually doesn't take damage from the spikes there. I don't know why that is. That's the first time I've had him fall on the spikes. I just didn't know so just for future reference, he doesn't take damage. Now in this room, once he walks in this room, he's going to go over to where that dead body is, but there's actually a little dirt pile right there, and he's going to dig up the pickaxe for you. It's going to look like it's going to drop from him once I kill him, but in reality, if you'll look very closely, boom, there's that item. But once again, it's going to look like it drops from him. It does not. He digs it up. So you don't have to kill the pig if you don't want to, but I kill him anyway. Pay my respects, because he was a bro. And yeah, there's your pickaxe. The rest of this video is just going to be showcasing the moveset for the pickaxe. I used the bow to shoot down the boulders, but sometimes you'll need to shoot the pig if you're down there in that area. Because once again, there's no good way of getting back up there. Once the pig is up there and you're down at the bottom, it's hard to get him to follow you. So you got to be really careful once you're on those platforms and you're making the pig fall down. I don't know why the pickaxe is so hard to get in this game. It's a fairly decent weapon. You can use the Leo ring with it, since it only does thrusting damage, so you can get some potentially big damage out of this. The moveset is okay. It's basically like a greatsword moveset, but in this pickaxe, it's a strength weapon. I think it has a B scaling at +10. It might even use Twinkling Titanite to upgrade. I can't remember, but all I know is it has about a B scaling. The stat requirements are fairly low for this weapon. I wish I would have brought them up on the side here, that way I could mention them in the video, but that's okay. Yeah, the moveset's pretty good. Particularly the one-handed R1s are kind of ridiculous, as you can chain them. I've used this weapon a few times. You can chain the one-handed R1s into each other. The problem is, though, is you actually end up knocking people backwards. So you can't infinitely chain them, but if they're up against a wall, you can chain them infinitely. But once again, you kind of knock them back a little bit. So yeah, the range on this weapon is not too great. It's alright. I don't know what else to say about the weapon itself. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.